Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My dear students, this is Abdul Rashid, your chemistry practical teacher. I would like to give you some information about the next week final practical exam for all my sections. So you can see that next week we will have final practical exam, and please follow up all the instructions that I'm going to give you. The exam date, of course, the exam date will be whole next week. That is week number 16. Week number 16, we are going to have this final exam. So what you have to do, you have to stick to your regular class schedule timing. So just follow the schedule you have with you as regular one. And remember that both group and A and B will have the exam on the same date. So that means the next week, according to your schedule, you have to be there in the lab. Both group A and group B will have the exam on the same day. And the exam time, so the first period, let's say if you have period 1 to 3, the period 1 will be for group A and the period 2 will be group B. Those who have period 3, 4, 5, 6, period 4 will be for group A and period 5 will be for group B. Similarly, those who have period 7, 8, 9, the period 7 group A will have the exam and the period 8 group B will have the exam. So we plan to have group A 12 students in the first 1 hour, and the second 1 hour the group B or the remaining students will join, will start the exam. And if space available in the first 1 hour block, even group B students, if they are around, of course I will take them, and so that to fill the space. And this is our plan, and please try to be there at the lab so that I may take the first 12 students from the group A. In case if I have less students in group A, even group B students I will take inside. And make sure your safety precautionary measures. You must stick to the COVID-19 safety measure, especially how to come to the lab with mask. And of course, without mask, we will not let you inside. And come to the exam with full PPE. You know the PPE. PPE means the personal protective equipment. So you must have your safety shoes and the lab coat and the safety glass. And remember that no students will be allowed into the lab without mask or PPE. It's very important. Then how to be ready for your exam. So you must be with your JHC uniform, and then watch the video links of the 4 experiments that are going to be in the final exam, and it will be given, it is already given in the blackboard, and I will also make some updates there. So you must watch those video link and also prepare for it even from your lab manual, and also refer the selected 4 experiments from your lab manuals. Also remember that when you come to the exam, you must have your pen, blue color, a pencil, and a calculator. You are not allowed to exchange the material with other students. And the exam information, the 4 selected experiments for the final exam. One is test for cation anion experiment. Of course, remember the test for cation anion experiment and the chart. The flow chart for identifying the ions will be given to you. You don't need to memorize the flow chart. And second one is the percentage of water in hydrated salt experiment. And the third one is molar volume of gas experiment. Even for the molar volume of gas, there will be a small table needed to get some answer. So it will be provided to you. And then the fourth one will be acid-base titration. Okay, these are the 4 experiments. Please, you have to prepare for all of them. But when you come to the exam, you will do only one experiment by selecting a token. So that you will come and pick the token number, and whatever the number, whatever the experiment comes to you, you must do it. You cannot refuse. That is by your choice of number. And the areas of exam. So you will be tested in the exam following areas. Objectives, at least you have to memorize, not to memorize, even if you're able to write two objectives from your own mind for that particular experiment. Remember that almost all the experiment, the title of the experiment can be written in the form of objectives. And the second one is the results. Of course, you will be given a table or chart, whatever it is. You have to fill the results based on the experiment that you do and the data you take it from the experiment. The calculations, of course, the calculations, and most of the formula will be given, but except maybe one or two, but mostly you will be guided, inshallah. And also you have to know the names of the tools that you're going to do in the experiments. So basically you are going to have the objectives and the results and the calculation and the names of the tools that you're using for that particular experiment. So with that, of course, the experiment will be ready, inshallah. Be present at the lab, that is the same lab 501 with me, as per your regular schedule. So you are going to stick to your regular schedule. Both group A and B will be having on the same day. Next week, group A also is coming, group B is also coming, because next week is the exam week. And remember that please follow all the instructions given to you in this presentation, in the slide. And also please visit the Blackboard and try to take the link, watch the video. The latest update also will be there very soon there. And go through all and refer to the lab manual. Be prepared, and I wish you all the best. And in your exam, inshallah, at my best, I'll be around in the lab and I will try to guide you, but don't expect that any subject matter to be explained in the class. But I will be helpful in during the exam, and if you have faced any problem with the equipments and tools and things, of course you can question, and inshallah you will be helped. Be punctual on time, come with full PPE and safety measures, and inshallah we will meet you in the lab inshallah next week according to your schedule. With this, your loving teacher Abdul Rashid. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.